Good evening, everyone. I hope we're doing okay with transitioning into this new normal. I know it's been sure an experience for me as a teacher converting everything to online, but experiences in online classes like this have helped me. So I wanted to talk about Smith's book a little bit. What I talked about with question number 6 was in regards to how the book was structured. I understand that this is a topic that could be said for pretty much any book, like talking about how it was structured, but this one in particular I felt was extremely important. The first reason for that is because of the topic that Smith was approaching and the argument that he was trying to prove. So he was trying to talk about how the layers of religious conflict within Germany led to the national identity. And Germany has always been such a hotbed of religious conflict, especially during the late 19th century, where this book is taking place. And it needs to be organized in such a good manner to be able to prove this point with sufficient evidence. So the book was broken up into three sections. The first takes a look at people, culture, ideology, and society. So that's one section. The next section just talks about politics. And then we have religious and nationality conflicts within the borderlands. So not only do we have these three different sections that break apart kind of a multi-step approach to proving the overall thesis of the book, but we also have chapters broken down within these parts of the book. So for example, politics, like, yeah, that's great. Politics can work with religion to help form a national identity, but I don't have the dates in front of me. But Smith does a great job of breaking it up into two sections because during the wide range of time that Smith is talking about, there are two different kind of political tides, and so breaking up the chapters within the parts helps keep those compartmentalized, and that's important when you're approaching such a moving and a topic with so many moving parts such as this one. You need to be able to compartmentalize. Another example of that is in part 3 with the religious and nationality conflicts in the borderlands. Germany is a big country. It has different borderlands, and it has borderlands that are very different from each other. So breaking it up into talking about the Poles and kind of in the German lands but on the borderlands, and how that conflict was contributing to a national identity, but also talking about Austria and the Catholic conversion deal that was happening there. It's important to keep those separate. If we just group those all together into one thing, it can get muddled, and I don't think the point would have been proven very well. So I saw a lot of this with Smith's last book that we read. He always has just done a great job of keeping his argument organized and presenting it in a way where he can have so much evidence but not have it seem overwhelming to the reader. And that's what I appreciated the most, and I think that's what makes an argument strong, is when the reader can dissect it easily without having to pay like such extreme attention to just decoding the information.